Hello, so today is the last day before my baby is 1 year old. Of all of the observations I've made, one is just, I've never loved this much. I love her so, so much. I love you so, so much. Number two is I've never known time be like this. Time just usually plods along, it's quite gentle. It's just the strangest thing, like the days can, especially when she was very, very young, the days felt incredibly long. The days felt very long, but somehow the months and the weeks just feel so, so short. It's really, really strange. I'm the happiest I've ever been, which is quite interesting because I've had some very difficult nights. I've never known joy like this. And it's such an everyday, wonderful joy. I think my joy in the past was maybe kind of like a spike. Oh, I'm having an amazing experience, or oh, I'm going to an amazing place, I'm doing an amazing thing. But my everyday baseline was probably just kind of like, I don't know, my everyday baseline is just nothing compared to what it is now. My everyday baseline is just, it's amazing because I got you. I've got her. And she's going to be 1. So we're just going to have a relatively quiet day, I think. Oh, you're trying to hang up on the people. My videographer is doing a terrible job. Having a baby is there's definitely challenges involved. For example, filming this video right now. But I think it's an important reminder that it's within challenges. It's within challenges that we find meaning and we find the true goodness that makes life beautiful. It's in the challenges. I think it's easy to... Daddy, do you want to hold the baby while I make this this last final point that's meant to close off this section of the video? So as I was saying, our great princess. So as I was saying, having a baby is often challenging. It's a bit darling. But it's in those challenges that we find just the purest kind of joy. It's easy to think that a good life is an easy life, but I think, darling, that's a lot of blurring out Mummy's gonna have to do. But it's in challenges that we find value and that we find meaning. If life was easy all the time, we would be depriving ourselves of those things. It's been a wonderful year anyway, to conclude. I don't think Arwen agrees. Arwen's not enjoying life with a baby all that much, but she's doing a really good job. She's being very patient and very kind. And she has bitten Naomi, but she didn't break the flesh, which was very impressive because Naomi was being very annoying. That's the thing, she's so mobile now, so you take your eyes off her for 1 second and she's getting bitten by a cat. Whoa! Anyway, we'll catch up later when maybe it's a little bit more convenient when you're asleep. What do you think? Yeah, when she's asleep.
That's so good.
Well done, princess.
That's so good.
Oh, that was lovely. Well done. Well done. Hello and welcome to Pram Talks. This is the new series where I talk about something that I'm interested in talking about today while pushing a pram. So first of all, I am walking into the sun and I forgot my sunglasses, so I might be a bit squinty for this first edition of Pram Talk. So something I've been thinking a lot about is chaos and minimalism and responsibility. Let me explain. For me, minimalism has very much been a way of tackling various forms of chaos, whether that's a chaos in my mind, like a kind of anxiety sort of a chaos, or whether that's a external chaos, like the chaos of my kitchen at the moment, for example. Minimalism inevitably helps because by simplifying any situation, you make it easier to cope with. So I found that since having a baby, your only option really is to kind of lean into the chaos. You can't, like, you can try and control it. You don't have the same scope of, you just can't. So that's what I'm trying to just say. You can't control it because it is so uncontrollable. Amazing, yes, but also uncontrollable. So this led me to thinking about responsibility, because responsibility is really the root of meaning. There's no purer way to find value and meaning than by taking on some form of responsibility. So what is responsibility then? Well, I think it is probably accepting the chaos of something else, and it's not trying to force it into order or to, I don't know, it's like to bring the energy of your order into the chaos of an external in some form. That's definitely what it feels like when having a baby anyway. So minimalism is great for tackling chaos, but ultimately chaos is at the root of meaning, I guess, is what I've sort of stumbled upon. You know, even if you were just taking responsibility for yourself, that's like taking responsibility for the parts of you that are more difficult to control, I guess. Like if you take responsibility for your actions, it's like externalizing a part of yourself that is chaos. It is chaotic in some form. It's like trying to take chaos as part of yourself. And I think the only way you can do that is by accepting that there's a limitation to your efforts. You know, you can try to bring order to your home when you have a baby, but you can only do so much. And I think that's a really, really valuable lesson. I think anyone who has, you know, a baby or a pet, or even like a really difficult job, every day is going to feel like you are witnessing and maybe in some form tackling the balance between the two. Hello. Even though I think minimalism can sometimes trick us into thinking that we are able to have it one way or the other, we are able to bring pure order to our lives, and I think some people do, and that's great. And I think that's probably one of the reasons that some people don't want kids, is because they don't want to bring the chaos of responsibility into their homes, which I can get. But I think that as a path to meaning and a path to value, it is second to none. I think it's the best, and that's no form of judgment on anyone. Everyone has their own path, but ultimately I have found that having a baby is just the absolute best thing. The too long didn't read is minimalism equals order ? Chaos equals what? Chaos equals responsibility. No, responsibility equals chaos. Responsibility equals meaning. No, what am I trying to say?